like Brent Fiyaz's music, the mind of listening to a hyper aware person. If you're aware of your surroundings, are you conscious, are you living, you start to realize like people are really crazy and do crazy things in public, but we just all kind of trained ourselves like not to say anything because like you should mind your own business. Like, people honestly do really weird things, and if you're aware of it, like is crazy. I don't know, like just in the mind of a hyper aware person to another, it's just fascinating to see that somebody pays attention to life just as much as I do.
I know I'm dripping in sauce. All of my diamond real, so they call. You know it costs to live like this. I got a bad little boss bitch. Too many diamonds, camera glitch. Yeah, I'm shot no fraud bitch.
Hey yo, so it's poppin', it's Jerry X back in the YouTube video. So today we got Upset by Brent Faiyaz featuring Richmond and FELIX. So I did listen to this whole album. I feel like the songs I really liked on this album were Upset, so this one I liked Wherever I Go, and Tim's intro. So I only liked about 3. I'm a big fan of his last album, the one with Jackie Brown on it. Oh my god, that's a phenomenal album. I loved it so much. Rarely any skips, but without further ado, we're gonna jump right into the video.
I've been like fuck it at the same time. I don't say fuck it. Now look what I'm stuck with. Don't care if I'm in the wrong. I don't get upset. Don't care if you in the wrong. I don't get upset. I've been like fuck it at the same time. I know I can trust it. Now look what I'm stuck with. Don't care if I'm in the wrong. I don't get upset. Don't care if you in the wrong. I don't get upset.
I feel like Brent Faiyaz's music is like the mind of listening to a hyper aware person. Like if you're aware of your surroundings, are you conscious, are you living, like you start to realize like people are really crazy and do crazy things in public, but we just all kind of trained ourselves like not to say anything because like you should mind your own business. Like, but people honestly do really weird things, and if you're aware of it, like is crazy. So I feel like Brent Faiyaz, his music is like definitely in the mind of somebody who's hyper aware of every single thing and just overanalyzes his own self. Honestly, it's very like kind of ingenious, if you will. So that's how his music kind of feels to me. I'll never forget, I watched that interview with Angie Martinez, and she was asking about like, you know, his sexual preferences and stuff like that, and she was like, what do you look for in a woman? Because a lot of women love Brent Faiyaz, but nobody really knows his type. And he goes on to say like something that you would never even guess. Like most men are gonna say, oh, like skin tone or hair texture or body type, like something aesthetically pleasing to the eye. He goes on to say, I like how women can like occupy a room. Like when she walks in, like is she the center of attention? Can she take charge? What's the vibe? Is everybody staring at her when she walks in the room? Like does she own the room or does she just belong to the room? So it's just like, that's crazy. Like some men don't think about that. Some men just see a girl like, oh, she look bad, da. But as someone who's hyper aware, because you know some females do it too, like to guys, like how is the guy gonna take charge, or is he a bully or is he a prey? So like I don't know, like just in the mind of a hyper aware person to another, it's just fascinating to see that somebody pays attention to life just as much as I do. So not to toot my own horn, but you know, we ain't dumb around here.
Say fuck it. Now look what I'm stuck with. Don't care if I'm in the wrong. I don't get upset. Don't care if you in the wrong. I don't get upset. I've been like fuck it.
So I had to Google it because I was confused of what does ISO mean. So ISO Supremacy is his own label that he just created. So it's similar to J. Cole's Dreamville or Drake's OVO, or Birdman's Young Money Cash Money Records. It's stuff like that. But he's signed to Post Records. So I know that Brent Fiyaz, I saw an interview about this. He said one of the major things he wanted to do as an artist is put other people on and make his own label. Even Gucci Mane has So Icy I don't know if it's So Icy Entertainment, but it's So Icy. I feel like as an artist, if you're able to make a label and have people under you, it's literally like the best thing ever. I'm waiting for Chris Brown to make one and Nicki Minaj, but they don't want to make one. They're just like, yo, bro, share like your opportunity. But those are two people I really want to have their own label, because that would be so great. Because the work that J. Cole has done with Dreamville and Young Thug has with YSL, like perfection, absolute perfection. I love it. So ISO is his own label that he formed, because I didn't know this. So people who don't know, you're gonna know right now. ISO, he founded it, and then he signed to Post Records, and he's still not signed to a major label. But I read that Post Records is a sub-label from another label, but he's not signed to a major label. So he's not signed to like an Interscope, Atlantic, Capitol, da-da-da. So I also read, this is where I was going. So I saw another interview that he doesn't want to sign to a major label because you lose a lot of creative ability. So a lot of the times his tours and the very few tours that he did and most of his merch and all that went towards music videos. So that's why he hasn't been touring a lot, because he's been paying for that himself. Meanwhile, if you were signed to a major label, you risk selling your masters off early, but in turn, they give you the PR, they give you the money to tour, they give you like all the resources. So it's really a gambit, but I'm glad that he remained unsigned. The same way Bryson Tiller as well. And you know, as you know, Chance the Rapper was like, oh, I'm unsigned. I think G Herbo is still unsigned to a major label. So it all works out in the end. You just gotta, it's just very rare. You just gotta be a successful artist. But I'm glad that he's not signed to a major label and still has absolute creative control over what he wants to do.
Fuck it at the same time, I don't say fuck it. Now look what I'm stuck with. Don't care if I'm in the wrong. I don't get upset. Don't care if you know.
I don't get upset. I fuck it at the same time. I ain't know the words yet. I'm lying. I don't get upset. I don't get upset. I don't get upset. Fire. Like I said a lot in the meat of the video, but this is kind of the end. But I really like Brent Fiyaz's mind. He's definitely, I love a person who can overanalyze everything. One thing I cannot stand is people who don't know how to analyze the room or can't read the room, or just occupying the space. Like, if you don't apply yourself and read the room right, like, oh my god, like, I don't want to spell it out for you. Like, I'll never forget, I went to a party, right? Because I know I'm in Greek life, right? Period. It was a person who wasn't Greek. It was somebody who was Greek who was doing some BS in the room, and me and him locked eyes. Like, did you just see that? Yeah, I saw that. And we both started bawling out. Like, mind you, he's like way across the room, but like kind of sitting in front of me type stuff because the way the chairs are. I was just like, wow. Like, and ever since then, we just be on point. Like, yes, like, I love somebody who can read the room. Just like, you ever have like the hidden like codes with your best friend? Like, you know, like when you see something crazy happen, or you just like, that's questionable, and you just look at them like, yeah, I love that. Like, I love that. And so many few people can actually do that. I'm the type person, if we're in a group and somebody says something crazy, I'm trying to catch somebody's eye. Like, I'm trying to catch somebody's eye, because somebody had to have seen that and think the same exact thing I think. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Still more content, please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.